Today we are gonna be bagging. We're gonna be promoting the meta that Nintendo speaks against so much. So, and as I was talking, I was already getting distracted in what I was supposed to be doing. But I'm gonna be bagging all the races we do today. I'm thinking we're gonna do 8 races. And you might be thinking, is this really any different than how you would like normally play? And I think the answer is kind of no. I kind of honestly will bag most tracks if I have to, if it makes sense. But we're going to be forcing ourselves to bag every track, even if it's not that great of a bagging track. So we get Airship Fortress. We're bagging. Not going to be too easy of a challenge on certain tracks like that. But okay, we should be good. I think there's 20 people in this room. My definition of making sure I bagged properly will just be I want to cross the finish line in bottom 4 in the room. And there should be 20 people in here. Well, that shock was like actually not bad for me, like right in front of the items. Oh, let's go, coin shell. Cooking the competition. Actually wasn't terrible. Like, got some coins from the rail. No one's gonna get those coins. Draft Winter Olympic Shy Guy. No. I'm just gonna try and go around him and all those conch doors. I'll let other people deal with them as well. Try to get this out. Protection. Oh my god. I'm trying to see if I can hit him off. One thing I'll need to learn is there's as of the time I'm recording this, that new strategy was found on this track a couple days ago. I'll include a clip. It's where you turn wide and you don't ride the rail there, and you instead like kind of trick off the rail weirdly. It definitely saves a lot of time. Let's see if I can hit him. That'd be great. Let's go. I was trying to screw him over in the shortcut. I think we did. Nice second. I'll take it. That's not a super bagging track. Yeah, he is not happy in the Discord, but I'll take it. We were able to screw him over, get second. Hey, every point counts in the challenge. Let's see if we can get Cheap Falls next and keep going. Let's go. We got my track pick. I'm quite happy we got the Cheap Falls pick here. I do actually really like this track. I think this track is gorgeous. And it's a fun bagging track. I'll say that. I don't think this is as busted as Cheeseland, although I don't know if any track will ever be as busted as Cheeseland bagging was in 8 Deluxe. I mean, you get people more than a lap behind, or like half a lap behind, and they still have a decent potential to come back. So we're in 20th here. This should be good to cross the finish. Looks like there's 21 people in here. Yeah, I'm in last right now. And that is actually more than fine with me on this track. And I also really like how Cheap Falls has that, you know, very unintentional Tarzan shortcut. I do like that you can also kind of skill diff people on this track. You know, you can dodge a shock lap 2 or just try and get up there quickly and shroom up with some decent items and take Tarzan. And I unfortunately do not know how to do Tarzan, but that is something that I want to learn at some point this month. I think it'd be pretty cool to just hop online and do Tarzan 3 for 3. Let's go. I was not trying. I thought that Shy Guy would get the star. I wasn't trying to go for it. I was not trying to dodge that shock. Like, I'm just going to use this here. Take that shortcut. I don't really know this bullet. Not depending on what I get here, I'll just use it in the water section. Oh, this is perfect. This is beautiful. I'm just gonna use this. I'm just gonna use this, and then hopefully I can get a chain star through both the shortcuts. Well, not both the shortcuts, unless I get a... No! Yes! We made it up. That's so sad. This is so sad. The star getting stolen absolutely ruined That could have been a third or second. We got fourth out of it. That's really not too bad, though. So, karma, Mario Kart giveth and it taketh. I will take it. Definitely sad that star got stolen, but honestly, I think the boo basically made up for the points that I would have gotten. If I could have had both, that could have given me a second, but I'll take it. Good fourth. So far, we're like 2.5 for 3, I'll say, with these track picks. I could not really ask for a better start for some of these tracks. I was afraid I was going to do this and get like Airship Fortress, Wario Stadium, and then like Bowser's Castle and just be completely screwed. But I'm quite happy. Moo Moo, I think, is, again, this is one that will kind of come down to just seeing if I can get a shock dodge lap 3. That would be really great. It's not like necessary, at least I don't think it's necessary to make the comeback, but it's really going to be doable if we can get that dodge. If not, we're probably going to have to go for some shortcuts. And unfortunate for me, I don't know how to do the cow bounce things. I'm not skilled, at least skilled enough for that. Like the time trial, they ride on the wall there and trick off those cows on the left of me. Insane stuff, but that will have to wait for another day. I'm thinking I'm just gonna use the Mega into that grass shortcut where the tree is up here, because if I get shocked before and I lose my Mega, it's not too big of a deal. There's another item set, but if I get shocked after, kind of a big deal. So let's see. Oh, I did the extra shroom because I thought it was going to be weird with the gate. That was not the case. Can we just get the wall ride? How am I? The bumps. Like that. All of those bumps there is giving me so many air pockets. I was trying to get a charge dump to trick left on the wall. I don't know. That could have definitely been a skill issue. Maybe you have to charge jump closer. I'll have to look it up. But that's something that I've done before. I'll include a clip of it so you can see what I'm talking about. It's definitely worth knowing if you play this track. Tough final track here, Wario Stadium. Definitely not what I was wanting for a track choice. It's definitely more of a front-running track, but we'll see. I think this might be kind of hard because this room is pretty good, so we're gonna have to try and bag, meet the challenge criteria, but it will be difficult trying to do all the strategies, take all the railings, because I think everyone else is going to be doing it as well. We're going to be pretty far back. We got to try. We're in third overall right now, and first is only 3 points ahead of us. So it is at least nice to know I can get a first place to guarantee a T first. So, okay, we're far enough back. Now I'm just going to try and take all the rails and do all the strats and see if we can hopefully get ourselves in a better position. Why did I get so low air there? That was sketchy. I'm just going to chain this so we can get something better. That was so weird, that trick off the rail there. I was like, at such a weird angle. I was just trying to make it work. And it did. We stuck on the wall, or the rail, thankfully. I'm going to chain this shroom here. I'm going to use this golden for the shortcut. Okay, nice. We got more shrooms. I was kind of hoping for like a dodge, but I'll take that. Boomerang, please go away. I am interested. I'm playing after the 1.4.0 update. I want to play in a room with no boomerangs and see how calming that feels. Speak of the devil. The game knows. Like, how does it know? Come on, make it. Let's go. I'm just gonna shroom here. This is like quite scary being up there. No. Okay. At least I didn't lose too much time being in the air, but I had the shortcut maker. I guess we're not going to lose or gain any time from that, so that's not terrible. A lot of this will just depend on where the competition was. And I don't exactly know who my competition was. So let's see if we were able to at least keep third. I'll be happy with podium. Yeah, I'm not too surprised that a lot of the people at the top also did well. Okay, I don't care. T3 is still third to me. Sorry, I'm above you, LJ Mav. So I'll take the third. We did pretty well, I think, redeeming it after that pretty bad Moo race. Let's see if we can do well again next GP. Toad's Factory here. We really don't get Toad's Factory as much in this game as I would have expected. I really like Toad's Factory, but it's just not a super common pick, I feel like. At least I don't play a lot of Toad's Factory in these rooms, which is, I think, more just kind of a testament to how good the tracks in this game are. So because I don't have a ton of experience playing Toad's Factory, this is, to me, has always kind of seemed like a bagger, or at a minimum bag, and then if you can get some fire items, just run it up. So I'm just gonna chain these just to make sure we can stay in the back here. But yeah, I was originally kind of thinking of doing one of those wait 10 or 15 seconds at the line and then go forward, but I was like, you know, we got to keep this fitting with a Mario Kart World culture. People basically already do that now, and they just call it bagging. So I guess if I really wanted to, I could just do another one of these, but I have to bag even harder and like be in last or something going into every single second lap. But for now, I think this is enough. Got to get better at the game first before I can make any more stipulations for myself. Gonna just try and get up here a little bit. We'll see where I'm thinking of using this bill. Currently, I'm kind of just thinking of doing... How am I passing you? Please. Oh my god, Piranha. I still get my 8 Deluxe Brain flashbacks with the Piranha right behind me. I'm going to try and use this build, I think, just right into this item set here. This is going to be super chaotic, all these turns and stuff. Yeah, all these people here. Let's go. Let's go. No, not the baby Luigi. Okay, I think we passed them, though. We should be good. First. Yes, we did it. We got a first. Yeah, I think that track is, if you can dodge, and that seems like a pretty predictable dodge spot, or if you're able to get some shrooms on lap 1 and then just kind of take the shortcut every single time and take good lines. I think that track is somewhat runnable, but I'll take it. Running back Wario Stadium, not exactly what I was hoping for. There's also those last 3 are CPUs, that Donkey Kong there and the King Boo, and there's one, I think it's this Rosalina. So I'm gonna try and stay at the bottom 4, complete what I've been doing, but this might be kind of difficult. I don't know the CPUs. I have no clue if they're gonna take 2 minutes to do 1 lap, because we had quite looked like 3 or 4 people had left the room in between the races. But so far, this is fine, these items. I would just love some money, please. Thank you. I don't know. I'm like not great at getting coins, but I definitely think I've gotten better. I've had over a decade of training from the previous game. No, my crown. Okay, well, we did what I was trying to do. I just wanted to stay back here. Did it a little too well in last, but chain this. You can ride the wall there? I wonder if that's savable. I was like, kind of took my hand off the controller, and this is not going to be good. Come on. Can I at least beat the CPUs? Yeah. I think I lost to Donkey Kong. Yeah, he looked like he got like 14th or 13th up there. Unfortunate. Okay, well, we're still, what, in 3rd? Okay, we're in 4th. This is still very doable, though. We are really getting tested this GP. Not looking forward to this track, but we're gonna have to do our best. Okay, well, it looks like this is the bottom 3 here, so it's fine with me. Overshot that? Are you kidding? Unfortunate. Okay, well, we're all like just so far back here. I'm just gonna use this to try and get a better item set on this double, and then we'll go from there. We'll see what we get here. Okay, I'm happier with this. Let me see if I can just first get on the rail. And this Bowser is scaring me. That was so sketchy. Yeah, that. I just need to use everything that I get now and go forward as quickly as I can and potentially get a shock dodge. No. The items reset so quick in this game. I like think that if someone hits it 2 seconds or like 0.2 seconds ahead of me, I'll still get it. And that's just not how it works. I actually hit that piranha. Dang, I thought I did. That would have been kind of funny. No! Oh my god. That was really bad. That was more skill issue than the challenge being super difficult. How far back are we? I don't think this is going to be super close. Yeah, we couldn't even get first if we wanted, but second is technically possible. Although, silly me, here I was thinking we could actually get through one of these rooms with no Bowser's Castle or Rainbow Road. And hey, we've accomplished the no Rainbow Road part, I guess, but here we are, Bowser's Castle. Just gonna try to not get like too far about already in 7th. I don't like this. I need to be at the bottom. I'm not gonna go for the shortcut here. I'm just gonna go around really wide. This might be a problem. Like some of those bottom people might take forever to get to the line. Yeah, like I'm so close to the front here. Come on. You guys know you want to go faster. Extra wide. Yeah, let's let like, okay, this is I think far enough back. All right, now time for Operation Lock In. I've done pretty poorly the last 2 races, which I think kind of fitting how I was doing well on the bagging tracks, and then we started getting some non-bagging tracks and I'm doing badly. So I feel like I can redeem myself a little bit here if I can do well. Speaking of doing well, I'm falling off the track. That hammer bro made me take a strange line. Still not as bad as the thwomp. I've played this track before with the Kamek, and there's a thwomp right after the cannon, and you're just so screwed. I was in a fall in the lava, and please make the jump. Okay. Kind of sad the star is gone, because that would have been nice for a potential dodge, but so weird with the draft. This is so weird with the draft. Just fall off. Yeah, I tried to get the extra trick to not deal with the Bowser Jr., and then I still ended up drafting him somehow. Really strange. Okay. This isn't terrible. This really isn't terrible. A lot of this will just depend on if there's a shock. What item I can maybe get here. No, get in the glider! Why am I not in the glider? No! I completely screwed that over. Like, I don't know, when I do that shortcut, I miss the glider more often than I'd like to admit. Dry bones, please. That was such a rough finish. I don't know if I would have gotten much better. Maybe like 6th or 7th if I would have hit the glider, but that's just sad. That's just like, I don't even care about points at that point. I just don't want to make silly mistakes like that. And that was just not a good mistake. This was a rough GP. Sixth. That's actually not terrible. The first place really does carry you. If you got a top position, then this game is absolutely busted. But not overall, not too bad. I think we got a third and a sixth out of that from these two GPs. Definitely a hard challenge if you don't get bagging tracks.